This presentation offers a visual synthesis of key ideas from A Course in Miracles. We will examine the central decision each mind faces, to follow truth or illusion. Our goal is to clarify this choice so it becomes practical in daily life, guiding how we think, relate, and lead. Here we explore the Course's origin story of the world. Time and space are framed as a dream of separation, born from a tiny, mad idea that we could leave oneness. Believing this, the mind seems to fall asleep and fragment into isolated selves, forgetting its shared source. The Course describes two inner teachers, the ego and the Holy Spirit. The ego speaks for fear, separation, and distortion. The Holy Spirit represents love, unity, and truth. We cannot follow both at once. Every interpretation we make aligns with one of these two thought systems. This matrix contrasts the two paths. The ego is driven by fear and guilt, using projection and blame, viewing others as bodies to exploit, and seeking self-preservation through conflict. The Holy Spirit rests in perfect love, extends wholeness, sees equal souls, and leads to awakening. We now deconstruct the ego's foundation. It begins with belief in separation, which generates guilt, then fear, and finally attack and anger. The key insight is causal. Separation seems to demand defense. By questioning the first belief, the entire structure can be gently undone. The Course calls special relationships an illusion of love. They are built on mutual need and value extraction, not genuine joining. Hidden beneath affection is a bargain. Each partner must compensate for the other's inner lack. This dynamic ultimately reinforces separation and pain. The ego sustains itself through repetition. First, we feel inner lack, then seek an external fix, status, wealth, or a special partner. Even when we obtain it, disillusionment follows, reinforcing guilt and fear. The cycle repeats, ensuring we keep seeking but never truly finding. God's answer interrupts this cycle. The Holy Spirit, placed in the mind at the moment of the tiny idea, quietly reviews every ego judgment. Like a higher court, it can overturn prior verdicts, revealing that the perceived lack and guilt were never real, only misinterpretations. Change occurs through a shift in perception. A miracle is not a physical intervention, but a reevaluation of meaning. We move from fear and projection toward love and extension. The situation may remain the same, yet we now see it through the eyes of Christ instead of the ego. Forgiveness is central. Ego-based forgiveness says, "You truly sinned, but I will pardon you," which keeps guilt intact. True forgiveness overlooks the error, recognizing the other's unchanged innocence. It refuses to make the mistake real, and thus quietly dissolves separation. The holy instant is the Course's term for a timeless moment of present awareness. Here we release grievances from the past and anxiety about the future. In this suspension of time, relationships are seen without baggage, and a stable peace replaces the mind's usual oscillation. A holy relationship is an ordinary relationship given a new purpose. Instead of extracting value, both minds join in a shared goal of truth. The same connection becomes a channel for mutual extension, where the light each person carries is strengthened by being given away. The final lesson reframes atonement and resurrection. Atonement is not payment through suffering. It is the recognition that separation never truly occurred. The resurrection, not the crucifixion, demonstrates that truth cannot be destroyed and that life in God is uninterrupted. The Course emphasizes that choice is continuous. In every interaction, we either side with the ego's narrative or the Holy Spirit's reinterpretation. Losing our peace simply signals we chose the wrong teacher. At any moment, we can pause, notice, and consciously choose again. In synthesis, the Holy Spirit translates our world into the real world, a forgiven perception. The end of the world is not destruction, but reinterpretation into heaven. By seeing only the truth in one another, the mind prepares for the final step, where God completes our return.